Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for August 21st, 2019. Today we're taking a look at the GBPUSD, Great British Pound versus US dollar for today's trade analysis. Overall, this currency pair has been in a downtrend. We are reaching into multi-year, multi-decade lows. If I could quickly out here to the monthly time frame, vertical green line on the right hand side was the last time we were into these price levels. That was back in early 2017. Prior to that, zoom out one more time, you're looking all the way back here into 1994, left hand side of the chart, and you can see the market has not been down here since the 1990s. So the only time we were here is in the vertical green line. Zoom it back down to the daily time frame and just squeeze it out one more time, twice. There it is right there, the black circle on the left hand side of the chart, vertical green line. That's the last time we were into these price levels again back in early 2017. Now let's bring it in, zoom it in again into the current time frame downtrend. The last couple of levels we have here, the blue, the yellow, and the orange are from that 2017 time frame. So significant historical supports reaching into that with this downtrend. So we got a couple of things to think about. Do we want to continue selling at these historical support lows? Will the market be able to breach these historical support lows and see new lows for the British pound? At least at this point, it's bounced up a little bit, and so we don't really have evidence of a continuation yet of the downtrend. So we'll watch for evidence of maybe some correction or pullback here for the pound dollar. For this to go up, we need some strength for the pound. We need some good news. We need some strength for the British pound for this to turn around and go back up. We also need the US dollar to turn around and go down. It has been rising over the past several days, and we need it to have a little correction and turn lower for the GBP USD to go back up. So there's a couple of things that need to happen for this to go up, and that may happen over the next few days. We could see some correction of the USD as it's been rising significantly over the past week and a half or so. If that happens again, pullback on the pound dollar may be in order. If the dollar continues to soar and go up, we may see this just turn around and make a new low, a new multi-decade low. We'll have to wait and see. Zoom it in here a little bit on the daily time frame. A couple of things to think about here. The blue zone, significantly historic support. You can see that right here, falling hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days found support above 121.30, 120.95. That is the blue zone. 8 days, finally made some headway below it into the yellow shaded area, 120.55, 120.35. Several days of support there, and now has rebounded back higher, right back above the blue zone as support again. So the question, well, we really have three decisions to make. Should we buy it, sell it, or don't trade it? Well, I would first say selling on top of that blue zone, a little bit difficult. I don't think selling right now on top of that blue zone makes a lot of sense. Just think about right here. It was the ninth day that would have been a better opportunity to sell it. So I don't think selling on top there makes sense. Now, if it rebounds into resistance like it did on the left-hand side into the purple, or maybe even as high as the orange shaded area, that might be a different story about selling. But selling on top of the blue zone, 121.30, just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not selling. What about buying? Well, maybe that becomes an opportunity. We are sitting on top of it as support. It'll look interesting on the 4-hour time frame, but we are sitting here on top of the blue zone. So that becomes an intraday opportunity. So again, for that to happen, we need the US dollar to break lower. We'll look at the dollar later on in the trade room today, but we need the dollar to break lower if this is going to have any potential for a bounce off of this blue zone and head back higher towards the 121.45, 122.20 level, that purple shaded area or higher for the pound dollar. Let's take a look at it on the 4-hour time frame real quick. As we look at it here on the 4-hour time frame, there's our boxes. There's the blue zone. Look at all of that support there in that blue shaded area. We are seeing somewhat support here again into that blue zone. So I don't think selling on top of the blue zone makes a whole lot of sense for me. We saw yesterday a little bit of a rally, about a 50% pullback of that right now into the 121.30 level. So again, I think as long as it's above there, this is not a sell. Maybe an intraday buy scenario. Worst case scenario is it gets underneath the blue zone and goes down. So if you decide to buy it, your stop loss will be under the blue zone. 120.95 is the bottom of the blue zone. Under the blue zone, that way if it breaks lower, you minimize the impact to your trading account. Target the purple zone or higher, maybe even as high as this orange shaded area if you do take the long. Again, I just don't think today selling is a good option for the pound dollar.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.